Hey guys, Karma Kicks here, and today I'm going to show you the Super Duper Chunk. It is a big, huge project that I worked on Tree before I stopped recording for a little while, and it's an amazing super duper farm with every kind of resource you can imagine, and it's all built so that you can take resources that you need and also so that you can go and trade in my village. So today I'm going to show everybody how it works because my good friends on Tree have been asking for a while because I guess my signs aren't enough. My signs were not explanative enough and it's kind of hard to navigate. So if you all know what is going on in there, then it will help you tremendously because it will give you lots and lots of resources to use for all of your own projects. Now, I built this super duper chunk for everybody on the server to use. This is not just mine. I do AFK here once in a while so that way we can have even more resources. And of course, I use it for my own projects as well. But I want to share all this great stuff with everybody because trust me, I've got loads of resources. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, so if you didn't know, this is the way to get to my super duper chunk, and I'm going to show you right now how exactly to get here from spawn, because that seems to be the easiest way to navigate to my base. So we're going to come down this long hallway here and show you that spawn is, well, I have not been on here in a while. I don't know what that leads to. But spawn is right over in that area. So if you see, like, we've got I'm a Phoenix back here. And let's see, Miss QT's village and Castle to be. Ooh, I don't know what that is. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, also we've got the dog miner back here. So if you just kind of, let's see if we could peek around the corner here. This is the main hall of spawn right here. So if you just come around the corner and past the weird ice skating rink with all the pigmen that I have no idea who built that or why it's there. But we come down here to this long hallway. Let's see. Oh, that's where Miss Cutie's village is. I'm going to have to check that out. I have not been on the server in quite a while, guys. All right. This way is to Dog's house. And then if you go this way, let's see here, all the way down, I've got my massive hallway. There's the end right there, the end portal. And then down here is my place. We've got Shadow Girl's space and my surf shack. And then we've also got the super duper chunk right here. Now, in case you were wondering, to get to my village, you would just continue down this long hallway. But I'll show you that in a little bit because that's another thing you can do with my super duper chunk is you can trade in my village to get lots and lots of emeralds and other resources. So when you come in, don't be a little scared of the big lava drop down at the bottom. That, I don't know why I built that. I just was having fun with it and thought it'd be neat looking. So this is the entrance to the super duper chunk. And oh, I can already hear things. I hear spiders. Now, when you first come in, let me kind of show you around. Down below us are all of the farms. Now, it's huge, guys. I know it's kind of hard to navigate. It is enormous. But I'm going to show you around by starting down here with the farms. And oh my. What am I going to do with all my AFK gains? Well, share them, of course, Papa David. This is where I usually AFK for spiders or spitters. Because the spider farm that I have built is right underneath here. And, oh my, Ash has joined the game. Hi, Ash. Alright. So, let's see. Right underneath that big, long piece there is where the spider farm actually starts. So, right here is the highest I could get while still AFKing for spiders. Okay, so the spider farm that I built was actually 2 spider spawners right next to each other. And when I first dug this out, I found those and decided this had to be exactly where the chunk is. This is also a giant slime farm. Those 2 spider spawners happen to be in the middle of 2 slime chunks. So it was just made sense to have a complete slime farm here as well. So we've got a slime farm. Over here, let's see, this should be melons maybe? I've got pumpkins and melons, and over here again, pumpkins and melons. Over here, we've got a sugarcane farm. Now, all of this goes down to bedrock. So all of the farms are down to bedrock and up to, I believe, Y40 or something like that. I'm not really completely positive on that one. And then over here, we've got a working kelp farm. And the way I did this kelp farm was really kind of neat because there's really not a lot of tutorials online for an automatic AFK-able kelp farm, but I was able to make it happen by looking at some other people's tutorials and kind of giving it my own twist to make it almost completely lossless. Like every once in a while you'll see a few floating in there, which really isn't supposed to happen, so I'm kind of surprised to see that, but still very, very cool. Now, all of the items actually fall down into hoppers that are in each corner here. So if I go over here, there's one system down there, there's a system on this side, and then there's one right here. And they go into these hoppers, and it actually gets pushed into the bubble stream, and then it floats up to the top, which leads to this massive thing in the middle here, which takes it up to the storage rooms. And then I have automatic sorters for all of the items. Now, you're probably wondering what these pink corners are. Well, if you see pink glass in my farm, that means there's a creeper farm behind it. So these massive pink corners are all creeper farms, going all the way down to bedrock and all the way up. And that's so that I can get some gunpowder. So the pink glass in here are just larger versions. Oh, this is perfect timing. Look at the creepers. Bye-bye, creepers. Bye-bye. Anyway, they flow down there, and in these sides, there's actually cactus that kills the creepers. It also kills slime and spiders and everything else, but it kills the creepers, and then the gunpowder comes up and flows into my system, which there it goes right there. So that was absolutely awesome. All right, right here is actually the perfect AFK spot for just creepers. So if you stand here and all you want is gunpowder, this is where you would AFK at. So kind of neat, but of course it doesn't set off the spider farm, so you're not going to get any string from it. Okay guys, got more creepers going down on this side too. The only drawback from this farm is every now and then I get some spiders spawning in here. Let's see, do I have Silk Touch? I do. But, oh, and then I lost the glass anyway. Okay then. Now I'm going to have to get some glass in here. Anyway, the easy fix is just to break some glass and then kill the spiders, of course. That's really the only thing I've been able to do. I know there's a fix if I take some of the edges off, then that will help keep them from spawning. But then it takes away from my creeper population and the water flow. And I'd just rather kill some spiders every now and then, because it's really not that big of a hassle. All right, over here we have our massive cactus farm, which is kind of ridiculous because nobody needs this amount of cactus. But it's a pretty cool little farm, and it looks really, really neat too. So I keep it around. Over here, this is King Chicky. He is the egg keeper. I actually had a bunch of chickens in here. Oh, these chickens are really loud. Let's see. Let's turn them down just a little bit. Here, turn down friendly creatures. That's a little better. There are about thousands of chickens actually in this part of the farm, so it's kind of loud. Anyway, I had a lot of chickens in here, but I ended up killing them off because I had way too many eggs producing, and nobody needs that amount of eggs. So I just left him. He's the king chickie. He's the only one survived, and he's the egg keeper. He's the only one that gives me eggs now. Let's see. Over here we have an employee section. Right here, this is my chicken cooker. This farm actually has chickens. Let's see. We'll go through the employee section and I'll show you how this works. I can't really. Back here on top of this hopper is about 1,000 chickens, and they are feeding eggs into this part of the farm. Whenever an egg goes through, it actually causes this dispenser to fire, and for the lava to fire as well. And if there's any grown chickens, they will die in the fire, but I will get cooked chicken out of it. And if they're little ones, then they just kind of stay there, just chilling on a half slab. They don't really get burnt up or anything. They just hang out. On the top level, I think you might be able to see him more. Nope, I can't see him there either. All I can see here. This is a drowned chicken farm. So I actually get raw chicken out of it. And so that's kind of a neat feature. I just thought it was kind of cool to have. Raw chicken is good for trading, so it works. So that is the chicken farm. Kind of neat looking. Probably needs a little fixed up here and there because I'm seeing some mistakes I've made, but that's okay. All right. So now that you've seen all of my beautiful farms, let's go ahead and show you the sorting system. Now, this is a lot of work. These get full up all the time. So I actually have a massive overflow system that I'll show you in a little bit. But here we've got our basics. We've got our watermelon, pumpkins. We've got cactus, the kelp, slime balls, slime blocks, which of course I have to make by hand, and melon, which again has to be made by hand, the eggs, carrots, beetroot, rotten flesh, potatoes, string, gunpowder, bread, and sugar cane. Now, this is just the first level of storage. There is a whole nother level up there, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, but you're probably wondering where the rotten flesh comes from. Well, when we were digging this out, we discovered, and I say we because the dog miner actually helped me dig this out, and so did I'm a Phoenix and Creeper Demon and Killshot Gamer. All helped me dig out the entire chunks for me to build all these beautiful farms. So special thanks to all of them. But if you come through here, this is a zombie spawner. The zombie spawner was actually back here in a cave. Now, it doesn't link up to my spider spawners. So, unfortunately, I was not able to make an AFK spot for the zombie farm like I originally wanted to. But it still works as a little off-the-side XP farm. And if you stay here and kill some zombies, the stuff is still all linked to my storage unit. So you don't even have to collect items. It all collects into the storage unit for you. So it's kind of a neat little twist. It's all connected, which I really love. So over here, I've got some shopping carts. Let's see. The Mushroom Cafe is this way. I do have some signs here and there to kind of show where everything is. The Mushroom Cafe came because Papa David asked if I wanted some cows or mushrooms. And so I told him sure. So he brought me over a bunch. And so I put them down here and made a little cafe out of it. So you can have some milk or some mushroom stew. Over here, I've got an automatic smelter with a bunch of stuff smelted in it. If you are ever in need of some free fuel, I've got dried kelp blocks here and there. Oh, I must be running kind of low on my fuel. That means I'm going to have to cook up some more kelp. But anyway, I've got some cactus green, which is completely free to anybody who wants it because I have tons. Um, I've also got some farmish fresh eggs that are cage-free-ish and organic-ish. Everything in the main storage and second floor is free to everyone. So you can come here and get your farm fresh eggs or freshish. Anyway, these are my super duper shopping carts. Now, what you can do with these is break one, go get what you need for your resources for your base, take it back to your base, and just return the shopping cart when you're finished. If you need to use all three, that is just fine. Go right ahead. But please do return them back when you are finished with them. If you do need shulker boxes, let me know because I'm sure I have plenty. So in here, this says, ready for trading, take what you need, please return the boxes. Now these are all trading boxes that I put in here to have stuff ready to go to the village. So if you want to go trade off some pumpkins or melons, what else was in here? Paper, that kind of stuff. Take these boxes and head on over to my village and trade with my villagers. Just please return the boxes when you're done. Let's see, more free cactus green and pumpkin pies. Now these storage units, usually they're full. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. I must have cleaned them out recently, or somebody has. So usually these are pretty filled up. So I'm a little surprised here. But let's see, this one, okay, yeah, this one's full. Now, once this fills, I have an overflow setting. So, let's see, once this gets to 64, things will just keep passing through the system and go into my overflow storage, which I'll show you in just a little bit. Now, if you ever need to put something back into the storage system, there's a chest right here that you can do so, and I think there's a sign on it, yeah, to return to the sorter. There's also an easier way to get up there. I just kind of go up the side, but over here, I've got a little staircase. Just a bunch of redstone, move along. But anyway, you can get to this chest, so you can put stuff back into the storage system as need be. I think that spider eye is going to go in there, because I don't know what I'm doing with it in my inventory. Alright, now, I want to show you, because it's kind of confusing, how to get to the second storage. So you're right here in front of the first story storage. You want to go around the corner back into the sorting area where we were before, and see the little doorway under the stairs? We want to take that. Now this side goes down and this side goes up. If you're familiar with the bubble elevators, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now you want to actually press forward, or you could go all the way up to the top, which takes you to my main temporary storage facility where I gathered all my materials to build this thing. If you do come up to the very top and don't make it onto the second floor, then all you have to do is take this little staircase here. Now, this takes us to our second floor storage area. And this kind of looks familiar, right? It's just a smaller version of what's down below. Here we have beetroot seeds, feathers, rose red dye, raw chicken, cooked chicken, iron ingots, and wheat seeds. Now, this is all stuff that you can actually get from, let's see, the rose red I get from iron golems. The chicken and the feathers comes from the chicken farms. And I'm sure you're wondering how I get bread and beetroot and carrots and all that. And, of course, wheat seeds. Well, I'm going to show you that in just a minute here. But, yes, there is an iron farm here. I do need to AFK so we can build that up again. Now, if we go down in here, this is my massive overflow storage. I think last time I checked, it was pretty full. Oh, I think it's on the other side. This thing is absolutely massive. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Where's all my stuff? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so maybe it's not as full as I thought it was. That's kind of interesting. All right, so we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double chests of overflow right now. So this might be a little overkill. But when I AFK, I'm telling you, that storage, the main storage, gets filled immediately. So this will definitely be helpful for all of that. So that is all on the second floor storage. Now up here, I just ask that you don't take anything out of the chest unless you absolutely need something and you ask me first, because a lot of this stuff is my own personal storage. I've just kind of thrown it in here because this is where I was working at. So this is also a map of the area, which is kind of cool because this is what it was before I added the top to it. So this was just the storage area done. Like, or no, I don't even think the storage area had been added yet. So this was kind of cool looking. It was just a glass floor on the storage area, the main level storage area. So I took a picture of it and thought it was really, really cool. Let's see. Over here? No, this one. This was before I finished the iron farm. The roof of the storage area had a really neat design to it. So I decided to make a map of that as well. And then this was after the iron farm. And you can kind of see where it's kind of weird looking on the sides. And that is all where the glass spires come out of the ground. So thought that was really, really cool. So let me show you the outside and where all of those fruits and vegetables come from. Okay guys, this is the outside of the Super Duper chunk. Now this thing is absolutely massive. It did take me quite a few days to get this project completely finished. I had an idea in my head of how I wanted the outside to look, and I think it came out absolutely amazing. These rainbow spires that are coming out, if you look down in the storage area, you'll notice that the rainbow is actually completely matching the glass below. So where the glass walls are for the storage area, the colors are all the exact same out here, which is really, really neat. It all matches up. I went with this little rainbow design on the ground because I just thought it looked really, really neat. Every now and then you see these hatch doors, and these are actually to get down to the redstone of the creeper farms, where the dog miner put these in case I ever needed to get down there and work on anything, or if he needed to come help me with something, because I didn't do the redstone for those. He did that, so I leave that up to him. I'm not the greatest with redstone. So if you were wondering where all the vegetables come from, it's these guys. I've got farms that have villagers in them. Now I can only climb some of the way up here, but I can kind of show you what's going on. What happens is I've got a farmer villager in every single one of these, and the farmers will actually pick the crops up and plant new ones. And then there's a villager sitting on top of some water. You can just barely see him right there. And whenever he's feeling hungry, oh, I think he's going to go over there right now. The farmer will actually go in there and try to feed him. And what he does is he will throw food at him. But the villager is sitting kind of too high up to reach the food. There he goes, right there. He's throwing it in. And so what happens is the food will actually go into a water stream that's right there and drop down into the storage areas. So kind of neat how it all works. But these guys are definitely working hard at supplying everybody on the server food. So definitely stop by and get some food from them and, tell them thank you, because they work their little butts off and they're kind of like trapped in these little cages. So yeah. All right, 1 second. Let me grab my rockets and I will show you my iron farm. All right, guys, I've taken to the sky to show you my beautiful iron farm. And I'm just kind of gonna fly around it if I can. And maybe try and land on here. There we go. All right. Now, we've got villager holding cells at 2 different corners. that was kind of nice. There was an iron golem in there right now. We've got one here and over in the other corner. They each have 20 villagers in them. And then we've got some doors strategically placed around here. I cannot remember the name of the guy whose farm this is. I definitely looked up a tutorial on this, and I fell in love with the look of this one. So that's why we went with this design. But I'll have to let you know who it was. I can't remember offhand. I feel so terrible. Anyway, the iron golems go into the center here. They get killed by the lava. Now, the end here, this was my design. I wanted a way to get my items to go into my storage system without having to put in any redstone or anything. I wanted it very compact here, and I wanted them to die by lava. So this is what I did. This is what I came up with, and the items flowed down into the storage system, which is actually right where the villager stuff goes. And so it all goes down the same hole, which is really, really cool that it's all connected. And now you can kind of see it all lit up at night. Let me turn around real quick. Kind of neat looking. I love this place, guys. The Super Duper Chunk was definitely my favorite build this year. And absolutely it's massive, and it was so much fun to do it. I still have more ideas to come, but my Super Duper Chunk for now is done. And I'm going to start working on my own base. So this is the not so temporary storage facility because this stuff has not moved at all. I also forgot to tell you, if you do need cobble or regular stone, feel free to take as much as you want of that, because these are storage silos that are completely filled with cobble and stone. And I also have a bunch of double chests more than this filled. So if you ever need cobble or stone, I'm your girl. All right, let's go back down into the main part of the farm, and I'm going to show you where my village is. All right, guys, we are back in the Nether. And as you see, this is the Super Duper Chunk. So we're going to go down this little hallway here. This is the main hallway back to spawn. As you can see right here, spawn. And Karma's village is this way. So we're going to come down this hallway. I have no idea who put this here or why it's here. But, oh, there was another portal here. And it's missing. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Not my little hallway. So this is my hallway. We come down here, and there's been an addition. Nice. Miss QT. All right. I'm going to have to find out what's out there. Miss QT's Castle to Be. Here is my village. Now, that is really cool. I'm glad that somebody else has built onto my little hallway here. That is so exciting. All right. So here is the village. And I love this place, guys. You got to take a look at this. Well, let me show you around a little bit. Here, I have a temporary storage facility because I build one everywhere I go. Apparently, I have lots and lots of overflow stuff. So, yeah, that's my temporary storage facility, which will probably never be taken down, so it's not so temporary. Over here, we have a witch's hut that was turned into a fishing cabin. Now, all of these structures I actually built from scratch, like built the village first. It didn't come that way. I tore down all of the original village houses and kind of built our own. I did find some great ideas online, so I kind of took off those. But I just wanted a classic village with a twist. So that's exactly what this is. In my little fishing hut here, I have Tom the Fisherman. So you can come and trade, I believe it's string with him and coal. So, yeah. Or you can get a fishing rod for some emeralds. There are actually villagers of every type. And, wow, we have a problem here. Wow, okay. This is the villager holding facility. And apparently it is kind of clogged at the moment, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. We'll worry about that later. That's wow. I guess my villager breeder's been going. People might have been out here, and that's okay. Oh no! Oh no! This isn't good. This is SOS, and he's floating in the ocean, and he's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be on his boat over here out in the ocean. So I don't know why he's here. Back into your boat. There you go. How did he even get out of there? I'm so confused. It's just stay in your boat. Stay in your boat. I know you're stranded in the ocean, but you'll be okay. That is so weird. All right, back to the tour. Anyway, if you guys remember from last season on Tree, I had SOS, the llama, and he is back with me in my village. So this is just a little fishing dock that I made with some boats, kind of looking cute. This is the entrance to the village, and even more villagers going back and forth. There's some issues over there. This wall here was actually designed by me and Killshot Gamer, and the dog miner actually came and helped to build it and finish it off. So that was really awesome. And I made the entrance here, which is kind of cool looking. I really like this. If you go in here, there's a hole there, which isn't supposed to be there, which is kind of weird. And there's some ice. Well, I can tell you who's been here. Somebody with icy boots, I'm guessing. So, is it like that on both sides? It is. Okay, so definitely somebody with some frostwalker on their boots has been here. Anyway, these water canals actually go all the way through the walls, all the way around the entire village. And the walls go all the way around too. So if you actually come up here, you can walk down the walls and go all the way around the outside of the village if you wanted to. It's kind of cool. So over here we have the town hall, which is open. This is so weird, guys. I'm gonna have to ask the dog miner because I'm thinking maybe he was here doing some villager breeding or something, because these guys aren't just supposed to be wandering around, and also this is supposed to be all locked up. So, yeah. Anyway, it's no admittance, meeting in progress, and that's because it is the villager breeders, so we try and give them a little bit of privacy. It has been a while since I've been on here. Now, these railroad tracks you see, this guy's just hanging out too. I have no idea. I'm going to have to fix all of this. This railroad tracks you see go out to the villager holding facility, so you have to beware of minecarts moving throughout. Just so weird. So weird. And I can't kill them because there's iron golems here somewhere. So this place is kind of a mess right now because of the breeding that we were doing. All this needs to be taken down and cleaned up. So I'll have to take care of that. This is the butcher shop. We have Sam the Butcher and some blocks of meat substitute. So if you need any meat or you want to trade with Sam, you are more than welcome to. I believe out here we should have lunch. So, kind of neat. I did have some fun with this. This is an actual butcher shop from Minecraft that is just been changed a little. And like I said, that's how all the houses are. There's Mr. Ed, the horse. One of the village guards right here. Here we have our church. Now, let me see if I can get a good side view of this. You can see the stained glass windows and all that kind of stuff. Inside the church, of course, we have Mr. Pope. And we also have some holy books, of course. Let's see, this one is the Holy Book. All that is holy will be granted a lifetime of emeralds. Yeah, it's a village holy book. What are you going to do? And then we have the Bible, which is empty. And then we have hymns of a village. So, I don't sing village very well. And then the good book. And the village was built in 6 days and Karma rested on the 7th. So, just something kind of neat. There's like little Easter egg things like that throughout the village. And I just had a lot of fun building all of this. This is my cake factory. Um, there's actually a working oven with a gingerbread man in it. So it's kind of neat looking. Some cookies and pies and cakes, of course. So this is where you get all your bakery needs. Over here we have the blacksmith's house and Bob the blacksmith. So there you go. You can trade some coal with him. And of course, if there's anything in these chests that are in the houses and you need some to trade, feel free to take them out. That's why I added all that stuff in there. Here I've got just like a little wheat field. So yeah, just to kind of look nice. This is Arnold the Armorer. Everything in the store is free, of course. I have some diamond enchanted armors here. This is all just basically some extra armor that I had laying around. So it's all completely free to whoever wants it. All right, so this is the farmer's house, Farmer Ted. And I'm guessing that somebody was here trading and left the super duper trading boxes. So I'm going to have to yell at the dog minder because that was probably him. Let's see. And that's just kind of an example of what you can do. You know, you bring the super duper trading boxes out here. I would prefer if you bring them back. But you take your stuff out of your super duper trading box, get your emeralds, and then go about your merry day. So just kind of neat how that works. Please do not harm my villagers. That's all I ask. These are just some little extra houses that I built. This is the library. And, of course, I have Librarian Jane. Shh, you got to be very quiet here. So, there's some books and stuff. Just little things here and there, little signs I put up and stuff. I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'm trying to go quick. This is just an extra house. Let's see. This right here is kind of cool. This is the dog miner's windmill. He came over and was helping me out with gathering some wood and stuff and said he wanted to build something for me. So he built this beautiful windmill, and this was really, really awesome. I love it. So I think it really fit in with the whole design of the town. So it was kind of cool. This is my barn where I have a leather worker, and he's busy with the cows right now, so we'll leave him to it. It's just kind of a neat little barn, and there's also a little hay loft up here, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, a little extra house. Right here, we have the weapons dealer, which he's kind of stuck in a block, which is weird. I don't know why he's like that. I have no idea. Let's see, what else do we have? There's the well in the middle of the city. And I think that's it, other than the cartographer. Carl the cartographer, which he's handling the whole map situation. So this is basically a big giant map of my village. So you can kind of get an idea of how large it is and everything. And if you need to find your way around, well, you are right here. So that's it, guys. That's my village. Like I said, feel free to bring stuff. And now there's a baby out here. I got to fix this up. So feel free to grab some stuff from the super duper chunk and bring it on over to the village, and that way you can do all of your trading. And apparently if you need villagers, they're free to good home, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this video, and hopefully all my friends on Tree now can be able to trade with the villagers and gather up all the cool resources that I've been able to provide for them. So I've had a lot of fun working on this server, and there's so much more to come. So thank you all for watching. See y'all later. Bye.